at y'all boys with another banger, and today EA's football Madden, their open world park has just leaked, boys. Yes, you heard me right. Shit getting real. Shit is getting wicked. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna talk about it. Let's get into it. Now, hold on, wait one goddamn second. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It literally takes 2 seconds, so make sure you guys take care of that. Also, make sure you guys turn that noti bell so you guys don't miss a single video. So now let's go get straight into the video, boys. So today, we just got a huge leak on EA's, football open world park. We talked about this in the previous video. If you guys have not seen that video, make sure you guys check out our last video, because we basically talked about how EA basically kind of like confirmed that this was going to be coming to Madden, to college football, to even FIFA. They have basically an open world thing coming to all 3 of the games, and it should be something that you should expect to be coming very, very soon, sooner than you definitely think. Also, I did want to just go ahead and say that I also have been hearing since, me making that last video, I've actually heard from a lot of sources, a lot of credible people, that basically this open world might even be its own separate game. It's not 100% concrete yet, because I'm not sure. I think EA's still like up on the air whether it's going to be its own game or not, because we'll talk about it. But once again, basically the word on the street is, and from a lot of people, they're saying that it's going to be its own separate game. So that's also super crazy. Also, y'all let me know what y'all think about that down below. Would y'all buy a separate, EA game apart from, Madden and college football, that, just maybe it's just like a football game that is open world and focuses on that? Y'all let me know how y'all would feel about that down below, because like I said, it sounds like that might actually be the case instead of this being connected to Madden or college football. Now, before we go and get into all the leaks, I do want to just go and say something really quick, because I see a lot of people like talking a lot of stuff in the comments of the last video, talking about, oh yeah, EA, how are they doing this? They need to focus on gameplay. They need to be focusing on this, focusing on that. Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I said it in the last video. Do not think that just because they're doing an open world and they're going heavy on this, do not think that it's gonna take away from franchise or dynasty or just the core things that make up Madden and college football. Bro, EA is not fucking stupid. They've been through the windmill of the backlash that the community, gives them whenever they don't, touch franchise, don't focus on gameplay. They've been through that windmill millions of times. So do not think just because they're doing this open world, it's going to take away from franchise or anything of that nature. No, the same people who still work on franchise, the same people who still work on gameplay are still going to be there. They're not firing people to, make this open world. They're only really hiring people. They're only hiring new people. They're not like firing a bunch of, like I said, the main franchise guys or the main gameplay guys that have made the gameplay and franchise what it has been and that are going to continue working on in the future. They're not going to, like I said, remove those people. If they were firing people, then, you might have a case for that, but that's not the case, and that's not what's going on. And also, I've seen a bunch of people say that they don't think that, this is going to be good, or EA is not going to really try with this mode that they're doing. I'm going to tell you this right now. Do I think it's going to be good? Probably fucking not, because EA is terrible at execution. But at the same time, EA is also not fucking stupid, and they don't want to lose money. So EA wouldn't put a lot of money, because they're putting a lot of money, and once again, hiring new fucking devs just to get this mode and this whole open world thing going. So they wouldn't do all this and put all these resources towards this without it actually being good. They also have waited super long. They probably could have did this honestly back in like Madden 22, honestly, if they really wanted to, but they didn't. And I'm pretty sure it's just because they wanted to make sure it was actually going to work in their game and actually be something that's actually pretty fucking decent, like halfway good. So that's why they didn't just rush to get it out, or just rush to, put it out there and try to compete with 2K and all these other games, because once again, they want to make sure it was actually halfway decent. So do I think it's gonna be good? Probably not, because EA is terrible at executing, so we obviously have to see. But at the same time, once again, I don't think they would do this without them knowing they could do it. So here we go, boys. Let's go ahead and talk about the huge map leak and the huge open world leak that we did just get. So my boy, That Mutt Gamer 2, he does have his own YouTube. He posted this on YouTube. He posted this video on YouTube. Make sure you guys check him out. Make sure you guys subscribe to him, because he's one of those PC guys who kind of like goes into the game files and like kind of like leaks a bunch of stuff about EA and stuff like that. And that's what he just did with this right here. So once again, make sure you guys check him out, That Mutt Gamer 2 on YouTube. Make sure you check him out, because once again, he is the person who kind of like leaked all this information and is about to show you what you're about to see. So make sure y'all check him out, and we're gonna watch this video. I'm just gonna, like I said, tell you guys my thoughts.
Again, kind of breakdown here of how this works is that I take the, you know, the actual file from the game, right?
From Madden
the game
25.
files. I take it and I put it in Blender. When I put it in Blender, it puts it in the location it's supposed to be in. So, like, I don't put them, like, the buildings or all this stuff in my own, like, oh, I think it should go here or here or here. No. This is automatically placed in a certain area.
Yeah.
And I just fill in the gaps, right? I just take it and I place it in the software, and where EA has it in the game files is where it's placed. So if you played this map, this is what the map would look like.
Yeah,
you know?
So basically, this nigga on some hacking shit. Basically, he on some PC nerd shit where he went into the game files, put the game files into a program, and basically this is what it came out to.
And this is what the map
Bro,
is.
this shit looks crazy,
now, it's
bro.
called the EA Park
This shit actually
map,
looks big as hell, too.
which I have not seen this map
Not
in
like,
Madden.
it doesn't look like super big, but it looks like, honestly, it looks about the size of how 2K's park kind of like city looks right now. That's how it looks, like around the size of that.
You can tell me down below if it is in Madden, but we do have two Jumbotrons right here, two screens right here. We also have a screen over here. I'm moving around in Blender sometimes, could be absolutely awful. We also have a screen right here. And then we have our little Jumbotron down here. So,
Yo,
kind of
that off the rip. Yo, that off the rip just screams EA, because if you guys know what the Madden 25 Superstar Showdown venue is, it's like the little indoor kind of like showdown venue. It's a bunch of Jumbotrons all over the place. So if you play an EA game, you know about EA. You know they love putting like Jumbotrons all over the place, basically.
a cool concept. When I first heard of EA Park, first thing I thought about was, like, you know, 2K and how 2K set up where you have an area you can walk around.
And I think another reason why he's not even familiar with, like, you know, 2K Park and all this type of stuff. He's not even familiar with that, but he's naming it this because that's probably what it's under in the Madden 25 files. It's probably like Madden Park or something of that nature. So that's why he's referring it to as the EA Park, because that's probably what it's under when you look at the game files. Which is actually crazy.
Do things and, you know, see around the sites and stuff like that. I colored the buildings myself, by the way, just to kind of show the different type of buildings.
The buildings look like
this is not
it's a lot of buildings in this.
They would use typical textures you would find in Madden. But you have stuff like a hair salon right here.
Hair salon.
I believe this is a food place. This is a movie theater right here. You have some other businesses as well as you go down this strip. Pretty much just...
So it sounds very, very similar to 2K's city with a movie theater, all that. It sounds very, very similar.
The whole entire strip right here is just businesses. That's pretty much what that is. We do have a hotel. This is, I believe, a casino in the background, I want to say. We have a hotel over here.
Wow.
Again, like I said, it's easier said than done moving around in Blender. But not only that, this is something that we have not seen in a Madden game before.
What's that? What that is?
This is in the files.
What the hell is that?
Is we have a subway system.
Oh, no. A subway system? Okay, so these niggas is really thinking they 2K, my nigga. A fucking subway system? Bro, so basically... It sounds like it's gonna have exactly that same type of 2K thing where you go into the subway, like train station shit, and you go to like a new server. That's what that basically sounds like. I don't think it's gonna be like a full-on train or whatever. It's just gonna be basically what 2K has, where you go into the thing, you know, put you in a new server. That's essentially what they have here also, which is fucking crazy.
And we have street lights. So let me actually zoom out here, and I'm gonna do it like this. Let me move over. There we go. And we have street lights right here. We have a subway system.
Wow.
And then we also have
these niggas
a
are
playground, which, again, we have not had in any other, you know, Madden ever. Kind of cool. We also have a Sean Taylor thing right here, but the texture is not really working.
They're gonna have a Sean Taylor like tribute, like statue type of thing. Oh my, I love that. Yo, RIP to the GOAT, bro. I love that.
Kind of sucks, but
one of my favorite players ever.
I would be interested to see. I'm sure this is something like small and just simply maybe EA hasn't used it yet, or it is used. And
something that I also do want to point out is that they only have like one field on this map. So I don't know if this is like just a smaller portion of the map or if the map is going to be bigger. But the fact that it's only one, like there's only like one field on this map kind of tells me that either one or two things. Once again, either this is not the full map, or, I mean, it's either not the full map or it's not done, obviously. Or if there's only going to be one field, that also tells me that it's going to be like 11 on 11. And it's going to be all users on this one field. Because if it was like 7 on 7, there would be multiple fields because, you know, it's like, you know, more smaller games, things of that nature. But since it's only one field, that leads me to think that it's going to be 11 versus 11 all user. And it's like a hop on spot type of thing. And, you know, everybody plays on that one field basically. So that's what I would assume, just because it's only one field that we've seen. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's just not done, whatever the case is. But like I said, if that's how it's going to be, that's what I would assume, is that it's going to be 11 versus 11.
EA hasn't used it yet, or it is used. And again, like I said, I just don't realize it or haven't seen it. But for the most part, what I would think, and we also do have benches as well, which is kind of funny. We have benches, we have street lights, we have signs. Like, it is very well organized / designed for something I've never seen.
This is very well designed.
But, as I was saying before.
Now, also, he does show what this would look like if it was actually in the Madden 25 game, like if they actually like put it in the game. So let's go and take a look what it looks like.
This is the map we just saw in Blender. So we got 2 jumbo screens up there. We got
that actually looks crazy.
3rd jumbo screen right there.
That actually looks fucking wild.
Thingy wingy over here, which is supposed to be a screen. But again, like I said, importing it into Madden is very, very janky. It's even glitchy when we go too close to it. It actually just like kind of glitches out. But don't ask why the texture of all the buildings is grass. I can't change the texture, sadly. So yeah, this is actually correct size too. Like, this is like real size to what it is in Madden. In Blender, it's the same exact size. Which overall wise, you know, isn't bad. It's a pretty good sized map. I mean, obviously it's not like, you know, other maps out there. But this is like, again,
this map is very unique. That's why I would say this is most likely the open world map that they're gonna do for, once again, if it's gonna be for Madden 25 or specifically for Madden. That's why I would definitely say this is gonna be pretty close to the map, just because it's very unique and it's like very well like designed and like well put together basically. They wouldn't do this just for shits and giggles. That's not how EA works. That's not how they work. EA is so damn lazy. They wouldn't just make this map just to make it.
EA Park map. There is the fountain. So I guess this would be the main street right here.
Wow.
Which you can kind of see if you look closely. You can see the little, you know, side. There's the swing set. Going through this hill right here is where you would get into. Oh god, this is glitching bad. This is where the subway system was on the other map.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you can see again on the outside. This looks a lot better once you go down a little bit. Once you go down, it looks so much better because you can see the road right here. You can see the side right here. It goes around, right, left, right, and you got here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, overall wise, it doesn't look horrendously bad.
Wow.
Like once you're at a low level, and again, once you see that blender I showed you, that's when things that could look better. So we have like a store right here, which is 2 doors in that.
A store?
Over here, what do we have over here? We have another, this is like a garage store. I believe that's the back of a building. Kind of how these buildings are structured. We have our little fire escape there. We have a couple different fire escapes I know of. On the outside here, kind of just bland buildings. Nothing really too crazy insane. Okay, come on. Bring it back. Okay, there we go. Again, it's so freaking janky, but you're not really supposed to have this in Madden. This is another building which we don't really get to see it, but it's supposed to be like a, I think it's like a what do you call those? It's like a gym type of building. I don't know what a gym
Wow.
is. I don't go to gyms.
So they
Anyway.
even have a gym?
You
Well,
have
we know
like
what the fuck that means. Somewhere you can like work
it says
out. Okay. Yeah, EA is fucking
sorry.
insane for this.
I can't think.
EA
for
is
some reason.
actually crazy.
You have more fire escapes over here. Again, it just glitches and like goes away if you're not looking at the correct
Wow.
angle. But again, so the map size is again right here. So
Wow,
here
so yeah, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments. I mean, once again, it looks very fucking similar. They tried to, it looks like they tried to make this very similar to how 2K's, you know, current city is, literally how their current city is. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it down below. Is it too small? Is it too big? How do y'all overall feel about it? Do y'all feel like they're trying to copy 2K too much? Y'all feel like this map is just good overall? Obviously, once again, it's not like texturized and everything like that, but once again, this is most likely, like I said, I would say I am 85% sure this is what they're gonna be leading to, or this is gonna be basically, it's gonna be something around this for when they actually do and release their open world. And also with this also being found in the game files, that also lets me know that they're not very far from, you know, finishing this. And the last thing that I do want to talk about, I didn't get to talk about in the last video, is that yes, EA has already like basically shown off one of their open worlds, which is gonna be in Skate. So if you guys have been seeing, you know, the upcoming Skate game, if you've you know, been play testing or whatever the case is, they have already basically put out an open world in that game. That game will have an open world. You see it on your screen. Even though I think Skate is like, once again, I think Skate is like a year away, a year or two away. Basically, they're also gonna have an open world, and once again, they've shown off in this game kind of like what an open world would look like in one of their games and what kind of like their direction would be. So you'll see it right here. You see people doing parkour, all that type of stuff. Obviously in Skate, it's gonna be a lot more crazier because they wanted just to feel like a city. They wanted to feel like you can just like, you know, kind of just like skate around the city. So there's a lot more extra stuff to this. Unlike where in Madden, you would just be mostly playing football. This right here, you'll like be skating around the map and all type of stuff. So it's a little more extra in this, and it's obviously a lot more bigger with Skate. But once again, this is a good example of how they're, you know, how they're planning to do open world and just how their mindset around it. And then once again, they're trying to do it. Now, if you ask me, honestly, if you truly ask me, I honestly think them doing this open world is actually them competing more with GTA, because GTA, you guys don't know, GTA 6 drops next year. I think they're trying to really compete with GTA 6 more than them competing with 2K, because these two games sell about the same amount. They're around the same in terms of like sales and stuff like that and how many people play it. But GTA is gonna blow everything out the water, and GTA is obviously an open world RPG, MMO game, whatever the case is an open world game. So if you ask me, honestly, I think EA is doing all this to once again compete with GTA. I think that's their biggest competitor, because once again, once that game drops next year, I mean, damn. And I mean, I've even heard, I mean, you've probably seen the rumors, GTA 6 might even have, you know, basketball, might have football. You might be able to play these, you know, different sports in GTA 6. So with all that being said, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why EA kind of like timed this up and timed all this, you know, open world stuff in their games. But all right, boys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, more bangers just like this one. And until next time, peace.